No doubt, the K-Bar is one of the most recognizable and coolest knives ever made. Adopted by the U.S. Marine Corps in 1942 as the 1219 C2 and later designated the USMC Mark II combat knife. This knife is special to many as it holds a significant spot in U.S. military history. A 7-inch clip-point blade made of 1095 Crowvan steel, made in the USA, and a Rockwell hardness of 56 to 58. You can get the classic leather stacked handle with a leather sheath, or go for a more modern Kraton handle and Kydex sheath. A lot of people seem to hate on it though, because it's not as strong as a lot of other knives that are made today. The tang goes all the way down the handle, but it's what you call a rat tang, meaning it's super thin. This makes it weak at the guard and it's prone to bending or snapping if you put too much strain on it. You may have seen Dutch Bushcraft Knives video where they broke a couple by doing some extreme tests, although they were very extreme, like hitting it with a baseball bat. If I were to compare it to something like the Becker BK2, it's obvious that the BK2 is a completely different knife, but it's so much thicker and would never have an issue like that. Even the Gerber Strongarm here, which is one of my favorite knives. This thing is really tough and again would never have the issue that the K-Bar has. So is the K-Bar just an old and outdated design that we're holding on to because it's a cool part of our history? You might be able to make that argument if you take into account today's standards for outdoor knives, but don't get carried away from what a knife is. This knife wasn't really designed to chop a tree down or baton wood for fires. Rarely would there ever be a time where you absolutely had to fall a tree and were forced to use this knife. When I baton wood for my knife videos, I'm really doing it as a stress test. It's not something that a knife needs to be good at. It's just to see the limits and capabilities of the knife. The K-Bar is not the kind of knife to do that. At least I wouldn't. Though it could do some light woodwork, this knife is great at just being a knife. You get a large blade that is easy to keep sharp. It's great for hunting, utility, and defense against animals, or defense in general. Because that's really all a knife is at the end of the day. It's a sharp piece of metal, usually pointy at the end, made to cut things, not chop down a tree. That's what an axe is for. The only thing I could really see being an issue for the knife is the price. It's around $100, and there are quite a few other options to go with that are a lot stronger for that price. But look, as long as you don't unnecessarily abuse it and you understand the knife's capabilities, it should hold up fine for you.